What's up, Supreme Squad? This is DYANAROZAY. Welcome to my channel. You guys see that thumbnail, so you know exactly why you're here. I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. Before we get started, though, hit the like, the subscribe, the notification bell. Also, share the video because that's how others find me right here on YouTube. Then make sure that you are following me on all your favorite platforms. I go by DYANAROZAY on everything. And most importantly, I appreciate every single one of you for rocking with me, okay? So let's get it started because y'all got a bunch of juicy stories for y'all today. Stick this out until the end. You will not be disappointed, okay? We're going to start with this one right here. That's Kanye West. Yeah, I know you're tired, child, but today Kanye has made an announcement. That's a little different from what we've heard in the past. He is saying that he is on the spectrum, that he has autism, not bipolar disorder, which is interesting because we've seen him through some stages on social media. Now, Kanye originally said that he had bipolar back in 2018. He came out, said that he was diagnosed, that he is not compliant with his medication because he didn't like the way it made him feel. And then we would see, certain things off and on throughout the years where he was clearly having episodes. He would repeat the same sentence or type out the same sentence 11 times. Or he would say things like his mother-in-law was a racist, or that his mother-in-law wasn't going to pimp out his daughter the way she did Kim. So we saw a whole bunch of things that, made the bipolar disorder sound accurate. But he's saying that that's not true now. He's saying that it's always been autism. And he is releasing that message through a text that he had sent to Elon Musk. He actually had a friend of his by the name of Ian Connor posted to his Instagram account because if you didn't know, Kanye got kicked off of Instagram for threatening bodily harm. In fact, threatening to put Pete Davidson 6 feet under when Pete Davidson was dating Kim, his ex-wife. So Instagram gave him a few warnings. Kanye said, I don't care. Okay, I'm never scared. And they kicked him off. But in this message that he sent, it read this. He said, we are going to speak. Then he said, you owe me nothing. You never have to speak to me again. But if we do speak, the nature of the relationship has to change. I'm not bipolar. I have signs of autism from my car accident. You can't watch Kim keep my kids from me and not say anything publicly and then call yourself my friend so that I can bring my audience to your struggling platform. That was the message that he sent Elon Musk. Oh, Lord. Child, I don't know what Elon Musk feels or thinks because he didn't respond, but I do know that is a little weird. Now, I can't say that Kanye isn't on the spectrum. He very well may be, child. But I do know that you cannot get autism through a car accident. So I don't know if he just misphrased this because it does sound weird saying that I got autism from my car accident. Maybe he was saying that he was diagnosed. Either way, I can't speak for Kanye, child. I don't know what he thinks. There's a lot going on in this message and a lot going on with him, period. Y'all can let me know if you are a Kanye fan, what you think about all of this in the comments. I will say that he said, I think back in 2022, that he was misdiagnosed. So last year he was saying that he was misdiagnosed and nearly drugged out of his mind to make him manageable and well-behaved. And he was making all kinds of comments about his mother-in-law calling, I think it's a 5150, whatever the code is, to get you locked up for, having a mental episode. So he was saying that quite a bit. But y'all let me know what y'all think about all of it in the comments. And let's move on to this next story, which is Nene Leakes and Cynthia Bailey, you guys. They are lit up like a Christmas tree here. This is a recent photo. And Nene posted it to her Instagram a little earlier today, and she sounds just as happy as they look in the picture, y'all. She said, listen, child, I told you that I stepped out the other night and I bumped into several other people. But what I didn't tell you is that I bumped into the THE, Cynthia Bailey, honey. She went on to say, when I tell you I read her down, and then she said, no, 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 really. Y'all know I cannot hold a grudge for too long. We literally laughed our asses off. And I'm talking burst out loud ghetto laughter, honey. So she said wherever they were, whatever this event was, Cynthia and her took it out by laughing out loud and just being happy to be within each other's company. And I guess rekindling their sisterhood. Y'all remember just 2 months ago when Nene was on Carlos King's platform, she said there was no way in hell she would ever be friends with Cynthia Bailey again. She said, we could probably work together now because I need a job and, I'll be professional, but we will never talk the way we used to again. Never, ever, ever, ever. And here she is saying that they were able to let down their guard and laugh so hard that she felt good about it, and she's making this announcement. So good for her. I'm actually happy for them. Y'all can let me know what y'all think, child. Let's get to the next story. We are talking Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all, the ratings came out today, and episode 20, the one that aired on October 14th, that a lot of the diehard fans did not like. Baby, the ratings jumped over 64,000 views. Okay. So the previous week, which aired October 7th, 2023, I think that was called I think it was Town Hall Downfall. That one ranked at 381,000, and that was considered the season high. But then the episode 20 came through. I'm looking at these numbers like, why is that written like that? The episode 20 came through, and for October 14th, and it jumped over 64,000 more viewers. And now that's considered the season high. Now that episode was called Sex, Lies, and Videotape. So a lot more people may have joined in thinking that they were going to see, all of the scandalous details about Marsau's alleged affair, right? It didn't happen, but it definitely may have gotten, at least for new viewers, people's whistles wet. Okay, even if you're one of the diehard fans that could not stand that episode, there may be some new viewers that join in. Which, if you are a producer, that's what you want. You want to keep your old viewers, but if not, because people fall off all the time, you want to bring in some new eyeballs to the show, and they brought in 64,000. So y'all can let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. I say congratulations. Melody owns her own network. She's still on this show. She's also, producing her own reality TV show. So congratulations to Mel and the whole cast, because this is a big deal that season 6B is coming in hot. But we're going to keep it going, talking about Melody. And let me jog y'all memories first real quick. Y'all remember, I think it was late September. So that last week in September, there was some audio that dropped on a YouTuber's channel by the name of Original Straight No Chaser. And it was an audio where Arion was saying that her and her son taped for Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that she taped with Martell, Marsau, and Maurice. She had all kinds of scandalous details, saying that she and Marsau got into it and she cussed his ass out and yada, 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 but it hadn't aired yet, right? And I think she said she may have filmed this scene in 2022. Let's say 2022. Anyway, we know that since then there was a post that she made where she said, Carlos King is trying to keep me off of this show, and he told me that I'll never be on this show because I'm disrespectful and blah, 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 blah. And there was a question that the person, I think her name is Nene, had asked of her. And it was a great question. She said, did you sign a release for them to release the footage and put you on the show? And Arion said no. And I immediately saw that as a red flag, because I'm like, well, who films new people? Okay, because you would need a release to put her son on. You would need a release for her to be on this show, right? Now, she did have audio. There was a phone call between her and Martell, I believe, season 1. Or season 1 or season 2. And so we know that audio, and there was release for that, but there was no release here. Anyway, I had put out a video where I talked about it, a commentary where I said that Martell may have faked filming a scene with Arion to shut her up. And considering that he brought in the other two ninjas, Maurice and Marsau, who Arion threatens regularly to tell business of theirs. I know all kinds of things about them and the things that they've done against their wives. I was like, it makes sense that he could, round up the troops and maybe hire a fake film crew. Okay, now I'm just, again, this is commentary. I was just alleging because I was like, I don't understand how she didn't sign a release or why she wouldn't even ask for that release. Doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, let's keep on with this story, y'all. I did an open panel discussion on episode 19, Town Hall Downfall. And this was an amazing panel. If y'all did not get to see it, I hope you go back over and watch it. But amazing panel. People had lots of positive things to say about this episode. They got up and gave the show positive reviews. They were like, we really like Melody's storyline this season. We like the way things are going down, that she is sharing information that she knows that everybody's been talking about, and that she's defending herself. This is the old Mel. We love to see it, right? And Melody ended up showing up in the comments. She actually joined the chat, y'all, and she had a question by someone in the chat. So I had her comment pinned at the top. She said, just passing by and saw y'all on live. Hey, right? And then I highlighted it in yellow. Someone by the name of Justine Marie said, Melody, are they bringing Coleslaw the bird on the show? I keep hearing that. And Melody answered her, y'all. Melody said, how long have they been saying that, Justine? And then she typed years, as if she's not giving that any weight, and neither should Justine or anyone else who have been saying or sharing this story. And this is really important here because, again, that audio where Arion says, I filmed for the show, happened a little bit before the reunion aired, right? So because of that, we were trying to figure out what Melody's next move was going to be. And, she had made this post on her IG stories where she said, it's been real, LA. And she also thanked the Millimeters and those who supported her. She was like, I have a fan base that has always been with me, and I love y'all. I can't wait to see what, the next chapter is going to bring. And it kind of sounded like maybe she wasn't going to continue with Love and Marriage Huntsville until she came out and said, let's clear this shit up right now. She said, PSA, public service announcement. There's a lot of people DMing me inquiring about whether or not I'm leaving Love and Marriage Huntsville. And she said, nope. Simply put, with a period behind it. Nope, it's not going to happen. So considering where Mel is in her life right now, all of the things that she has going on, all of the businesses she has, she's taken care of, all of the things that stuck, and the 4 babies that she's taken care of. It seems to me that she wouldn't let this level of crazy into her life, that she would just say, you know what, y'all can have it. I'm going to keep moving on. But because she's letting us know that she is still on this show, and she answered the question, this has been going on for years. This is a no, right? I do believe that it's true that Martell did set Arion up with a fake filming scene to make her think that things, were going to happen for her on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and it didn't. I just don't believe that Melody would let people play in her face like that. I just don't. I've told y'all 1,000,001 times. I will continue to say it 1,000,002. Melody is smart, and she is way too smart for that dumb shit. Okay. So I know a lot of people feel like the producers, like the OWN network, Carlos King, they are playing in her face. They're setting her up. But she is clearly saying here, no, this is something that's been going on for years. It's not true. And I'm not going anywhere. So let's go on into the next story. Let's talk about this one right here. Miss Nell Fletcher. Nell Fletcher, right there in the center. Letitia Scott and Destiny. They all showed up for Marsau's 44th birthday last night. Marsau was really cutting the rug, y'all, out there just doing every little thing and acting like he had no cares in the world. Certainly not that $5 million lawsuit or any of the other things that we all have been chit-chatting about on YouTube. He's like, I don't give a damn. I am living my best life. But a lot of people have been questioning Nell, like, listen, she's coming on as Melody's friend for this season. And I'm not feeling it. Now, first off, she was always Melody's friend. That's how we were introduced to the Fletchers, as a friend of Melody and Martell at the time, because they were counseling them. But in this very season, y'all, I just want to jog your memory. When Nell goes to Melody the first time, there's two conversations that's had around Nell and her friendship with Tisha. In the very first one, it happened at Little Baby Ace's reveal party, right? Where Nell said, I think Tisha's being standoffish. She basically said she didn't know if she could trust me because you and I are friends. And Melody said, bullshit. Okay. She called it right out. They bleeped it on the show. She said, you're at that damn bar all the time. Has she ever kicked you out because of your friendship with me? So Melody knows that Nell goes to the bar, that she hangs out at Tisha's bar, and that she hangs out essentially with Tisha and Marsau because who else is there, right? So y'all, I want y'all to just, again, I'm just sharing with y'all that Melody is smart. And I think it's really smart how they played it on the show, basically getting ahead of all of the conversations. Like if there's any pictures ever that's going to be put out there of y'all at Black, we need to just get ahead of this and have this conversation. And Melody said, I don't have a problem with that. I believe Nell said something like, this isn't kindergarten. I can be friends with the both of y'all and keep our friendship separate. So Nell has come right out and said that. Melody has come right out and said that, y'all. And then there was a second scene where I think Mel even initiated it and said, don't you go to that bar all the time? Like, aren't you buying cases of their wine and stuff like that? And Nell was like, me and Fletch are damn near there every day. Okay. She said, we are there all the time. We're giving them referrals. So yeah, they have this little, talk about Tisha here. But everybody right now is kind of like really questioning Nell's loyalty. And I just want to remind y'all that Melody actually addressed it and said she does not care. And she's already come out and said that she believes that Nell does not play about her and she made her happy. I think she said something to that extent. So I just wanted to remind everybody, because sometimes we forget those conversations, but this was also had a very smart conversation that producers allowed to stay and make the edit. And I am grateful because we want to just make sure we can be as consistent as possible in bringing some of the stuff that we see online to the show. So right now there's a whole bunch of stuff playing out about this deposition, but we have to remember this show taped months ago, right? Wrapped up in July, and that deposition conversation wasn't out there then. So that may be something that happens the next go round. Anyway, here's some more pictures, y'all. This is Destiny and Nell Fletcher. So like I said, Marsau's 44th birthday. There's Destiny and Tisha's mama. And then here's the clan. There's the brothers, Marsau and Maurice. There's Tisha blowing out cigar smoke and Destiny. Chris Fletcher was also there, y'all. Check him out, child, because he was cutting a rug. Okay. What's that song? Meet me in the club. It's going down. Let me see. There's Chris right there. He about to get it revved up. Check it out. Wanda stiff as all get out, child, but she dancing. But yeah, they're all meet me in the club. Chris is hilarious. Y'all, I think I even saw Jalen here. I didn't see Kimmy though. I didn't see Kimmy, but Jalen was here. Let's see. I wanted to just get him real quick and then we will get off this video. There he is. I didn't see his mama though. I don't know if Kimmy may have just been having a day where she needed to chill out. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about everything in the comments. I hope this all was juicy information for you. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I really, really do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, notification bell, share the video, talk to me. Also, check out my new review for Kiki Wyatt's World. It's a great review, y'all. Good show. Check it out. I dropped that last night, and I will see you all on the next one.